What if you could use AI to learn anything, literally anything, from quantum physics to how to bake sourdough bread? Well, AI is revolutionizing how we learn, and ChatGPT just dropped a new update that I believe changes everything. Let's talk about it.
Welcome to the API for Everyone Daily Brief.
This is really cool. OpenAI just released what they're calling student mode in ChatGPT. Now, what this does, it changes the learning experience that we've become accustomed to over the last couple of years inside of these LLM platforms. Instead of just going in and asking a question and getting an answer, it walks you through the process of what you're trying to learn about step by step. Yes, and I'm going to do a quick demo here for you in just a second, so stay tuned for that. As long as you're logged in, if you have a free account, a plus account, a pro account, a Teams account, or soon the new EDU accounts that they're going to be launching, you have access to this particular tool. So I want to make sure that you're using it, because MIT had a study, I did a video on it here not too long ago, about their findings that AI is actually making us dumber, not smarter. And I had to think about that for a while. And I at least in my little brain, for whatever that's worth, what I think the challenge is we use it as that quick hit. We get that answer, we kind of memorize the answer, we run off, but we don't really think about it. We're not using any critical thinking skills. Just get the answer and roll. And then our short-term memory locks it in, and then it just goes away, but we're not really learning it or understanding it. What student mode does is it starts asking you questions. It kind of forces you to start thinking about what you're learning. And it opens up all those critical thinking pathways. And I believe that with this style, with this new way of interacting with the platforms, that MIT study is going to get reversed. All right, well, let's jump into the platform so you can see what it is that I'm talking about, because I'm loving this. Let's go. Once you log in, you will see here at the bottom left of the text box, you have this plus sign, which is where you can upload your photos, connect your Google Drive, OneDrive, and all of that kind of thing. Next to it, you will see this little clickable button called Tools. Once you click that, you will see that you have all these different features here that you can use. Agent mode, which just got released as well. We will be talking about that in a future video. You have your deep research, create an image, the new study and learn mode, web search, and canvas. So click the study and learn mode, and you will notice right here that pops up. It lets you know that you are now in study mode. And if you click the X, well, you are just back into regular mode. So make sure you click that. And then we can literally learn about anything. So let's learn about something that, when I talk about it, I know it confuses a lot of people that don't know or have heard about it and don't fully understand it, but it's Bitcoin. So let's say I want to learn about Bitcoin. I am new, don't own any, but want to understand it. Pretty simple. Now it is giving me some feedback here, but this is what I want you to pay attention to. It is asking me a question. It is not just giving me a definition of Bitcoin, a history of Bitcoin. It starts by asking me a question, which makes me have to think a little bit. So let's make this simple and build this up step by step. So first, tell me this. What do you already know or believe about Bitcoin, even if it's just a guess or something you've heard? So I have heard it will be worth $1 million per coin. Let's see what it says. Perfect place to start. You've heard something that a lot of people believe or hope, that Bitcoin will hit 1 million per coin. But before we get to the prediction like that, let's back up and ask the real foundation questions. What actually is Bitcoin? You don't need to know everything yet, but take a guess. So it's asking me a question. It's not just giving me the answer. Do you think Bitcoin is more like a stock, a digital coin you spend like money, a new kind of technology or network, all of the above, or something else? Well, let's just answer all the above. Solid answer. And honestly, that's the right instinct. Bitcoin is a little bit of all the above. So now it goes into what Bitcoin really is in plain terms. So this is not above, it's not going to be above your head by any means here. So one, it's like money, it's like a stock, it's a new kind of technology, and it kind of explains all of that to you. Now, you'll notice again, at the end, it's asking me a question. Why do you think Bitcoin has value, even though it's just digital? Now, I'm going to say because it is scarce, right? If you know Bitcoin, you know there's only 21 million Bitcoins. It's scarce and it's decentralized. So it goes through scarcity, decentralization, ownership equals freedom. Now let's do a check-in. Notice what it's doing at the very end here. Can you explain in your own words why Bitcoin has value? It has value because it is scarce and no central bank controls it. So there you go. There's the foundation. Let's lock this in. So you can see it's just going to keep going with asking me these questions. It's giving me multiple choice answers. And at the end, when you're done and when you feel like you're at a stopping point, or any time that you start to feel maybe a little bit overwhelmed, you can go in and actually have it make a quiz for you on what you've learned as well. Can you make me a quiz on what we have learned so far? And here we go, a 5-question quiz. Granted, we haven't gone very deep here. And you're going to see it's going to go through these one by one. So let's take a look at this first answer here. Question 1, or first question. What makes Bitcoin valuable? It's made by tech companies. It's rare and no one controls it. It's backed by gold. It's printed by the government. Let's put a wrong answer in here and see what happens. D, printed by the government. Not quite, but that's a super common guess. No one can print more Bitcoin, not even governments. And it's asking me if I want to try again. Is this making sense for everybody? Do you see the value in this new mode? It's something I know I'm going to be using quite a bit, and I'm just excited to keep jumping into it and seeing what I can learn about. When I think of some of the use cases, I think of everything from, if you're looking for a job, you could use this tool to learn more about an industry, a company, to improve your interview skills when you get called up for the interview. You could use it. How do I create a better resume? All of those type of things if you're in the job market. For me, it's, look, I do want to learn how to bake sourdough bread, so I'll use this for that. I like to learn about things that are, look, I'm not an engineering mind, I'm a creative, so I struggle when it comes to how LLMs actually work, neural networks, and all those things on the technical side. This will help retain a lot of that knowledge, so you're not just memorizing it, but you are understanding the material. Bitcoin is very simple, but yet complex at the same time. As you can see, you can go through, it's going to ask you question after question, and if you sit there long enough, you are going to retain that knowledge. This is so valuable. I'm excited to hear how you're going to use it. So if you could, in the comments section, leave me, what's the first thing you're going to learn with the new AI student mode? I would love to hear from you. All right, well, that's it for today. My name is Harrison Painter. This has been the AI for Everyone Daily Brief. And until next time, keep creating, keep innovating, and most importantly, keep up. God bless.